Die internasionale organisasie Samaritan's Purse het die afgelope week weer harte geraak deur geskenkpakkies aan kleuters in Bosmasburg uit te deel. Onder leiding van pastoor Linda van Rensburg van die Volle Evangelie Kerk het kinders nie net uit hierdie kerk nie, maar ook uit die Bosdien gemeenskap hierdie spesiale geskenke ontvang.
Ons het, en dis nie net die Volle Evangelie Kerk nie. OCC is 'n organisasie wat uitreiking doen. Hulle doen uitreiking na kindertjies toe. Die idee hiervan is dat kinders hulle harte vir die Here moet gee. Dis waaroor dit gaan in kort. Kinders moet hulle harte op 'n vroeë ouderdom vir die Here gee. En ons ry vanmiddag uit na die kindertjies toe, soos wat hulle ons beopdrag het. Kan jy sal weet, Bosmasburg se kerke het pakkies gekry en dis nou ons beurt. Nou wil ons vanmiddag vir ons kindertjies hierdie groot geskenk aanbied. Ons wil vir hulle Jesus aanbied. So dis wat ons vanmiddag hier maak. Op 'n latere stadium sal jy sien wat het ons nog om te bied. Maar die hoofsaak van alles is om die kindertjies vir Jesus vir hulle aan te bied en vir hulle na die Here toe te lei.
Samaritan's Purse is wêreldwyd bekend vir hul humanitêre werk en hul projek Operation Christmas Child, wat daarop gemik is om hoop en liefde na kinders in nood te bring deur eenvoudige maar betekenisvolle geskenkpakkies. Vir baie van hierdie kinders was dit moontlik die eerste geskenk wat hulle ooit ontvang het, 'n oomblik van suiwer vreugde wat nie maklik vergeet sal word nie. Hierdie inisiatief herinner ons dat selfs die kleinste gebaar 'n groot verskil kan maak. In 'n wêreld vol uitdagings bly sulke dade van omgee 'n lig van hoop in ons gemeenskappe.
Hi, ek is Brian Jacobs van Clippings & Cut Barbershop in Bosmasburg. En vandat ek by Horizon Media adverteer het my besigheid geweldig gegroei.
The DA has raised serious concern and is demanding urgent answers from the Tuis municipality. Following the appointment of approximately 50 community workers in Grootdrink last week, without any transparency or prior notification to council or the public. I became aware of these appointments only after observing workers cleaning the entrance area to Grootdrink on Thursday. When jobs are handed out without public knowledge or a clear process, it creates a perception of bias and exclusion, effectively shutting out deserving residents who were never given a fair opportunity to apply. The current situation raises serious concerns that basic standards have been disregarded. The DA is therefore calling on the municipal management to provide full disclosure on the EPWP project, including grant funding received and all appointments made, publicly outline the recruitment process and selection criteria, provide a guarantee that future opportunities will be openly advertised and accessible to all community members. The DA remains committed to clean governance, equal opportunity, and merit-based appointments.
Ek is Veronica van Dijk uit Namakoland. Hierdie maand in die Horizon tydskrif kan jy bietjie meer lees van die lief en leed wat ek op my lewensreis sover ervaar het. Die volledige tydskrif is vanaf 1 April beskikbaar op die aanlyn platform Gumroad winkel en maak seker dat jy jou kopie kry.
Despite a R3 relief on the fuel levy from the National Treasury, the increase is still hitting hard, especially for diesel users. Prices have surged by a massive R7.37 per litre, a staggering 39.6% jump. This means transporting goods across the country is now far more expensive. A single load from Gauteng to Durban costs over 2,200 Rand more, while trips to Cape Town can exceed 5,300 Rand extra. According to Solidarity Research Institute, this will push up inflation across the board. From food to imported goods, everything that relies on transport will become more expensive. Public transport won't escape either. Taxi and bus fares are expected to rise sharply in the coming weeks, placing even more pressure on already struggling households. While some relief has been welcomed, concerns remain about how government will recover lost revenue and whether consumers will ultimately pay the price. There is hope, however. If global oil supply routes stabilize, fuel prices could return to normal within weeks. But for now, South Africans are bracing for impact.
Members of the Kuruman Stock Theft and Endangered Species Unit recovered 3 Bonsmara cattle valued at more than 40,000 Rand on Wednesday, 1 April 2026, and subsequently arrested 2 suspects aged 36 and 41 respectively. The suspects were apprehended while attempting to sell the cattle at feedlot, which is a feed yard where primary beef cattle are taken to be force-fed for market before being slaughtered in Kuruman. Police were alerted to the incident and swiftly followed up on the information. Upon arrival at the feedlot, members identified brand markings on the cattle and circulated the details on the SAPS system. Further investigation led the members to Camden Village near Kuruman, where it was established that the cattle had been stolen from the cattle post. The rightful owner was notified and the case of stock theft was registered at Kuruman police station. The recovered cattle were returned to the lawful owner. A white one-ton buggy and a trailer that were used in the commission of crime were confiscated and booked into the SAPS taking store as evidence. The acting district commissioner of the Jontaolo Gauteng district, Brigadier Kenneth Baloyi, commended the members of the Kuruman Stock Theft and Endangered Species Unit for their swift response and dedication and encouraged them to continue their diligent efforts in combating stock theft. Police remain resolute in clamping down on stock theft incidents throughout the province.